What's up, everybody? We're back for another beer and gear review. Alright, in today's video we're going to be going over the Lucky Clover Saddle Amazon Special. Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a really long time since we've done a beer and gear review or anything like that, but we're back. Alright, so if you've been following along with the YouTube channel as well as our Instagram, Facebook page, I know you've seen we've posted some shorts and stuff of the unboxing and all of that with this product. Alright, now we are not sponsored by this product. This is just a product that I found off of Amazon, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. Bought this during Prime Days back in June, and this thing was going for about $32 at the time. I believe right now it fluctuates, but currently it's about $59, which is, you know, definitely budget, in my opinion, budget friendly for a saddle. You know, it's pretty much just your normal saddle. It's got some mesh material, nothing too crazy there. You know, it's got your leg straps. It does come with this carabiner and am steel bridge right here, which is pretty nice. You know, I enjoyed it, and it works pretty well. Alright, it comes in, I assume this is the size that it always comes in, but it has a L for large, so I assume that large is like just standard size. I don't know if they make small, medium, large. I ordered it and it came in large, so I assume that that's just one size fits all that they have. Obviously it is a, you know, Chinese made product. You know, it's definitely not the quality of, you know, your big name saddle brands, Tethered or XOP or, you know, Ninja Outdoors or any of those people. You know, this isn't going to be that quality, but for a budget saddle, it's not a bad price, and it's surprisingly pretty comfortable. You know, we'll go ahead and roll some video right here of you know, us testing out the product and hanging in the tree and stuff. You know, as you can see, it's a pretty comfortable setup. You know, it honestly, I have not gotten a lot of hip pinch out of this setup, the way I have it set up. Now, I did find out when I was, you know, playing around with it, that having my tether rope a little bit closer to my bridge and not as high up was a little bit more comfortable, and I got less hip pinch because it didn't have that directly up and down angle or anything like that. So maybe if that's something you're having issues with, you can try out bringing that tether rope down about chest height, and then hooking it into your bridge. Brings you a little closer to a tree, as well as it seems to be a little bit more comfortable. So, you know, this thing seems to be pretty good construction. You know, it definitely seems like it was built pretty well. It's got webbing all the way around the top and the bottom right here. You know, the leg straps here are sewn underneath this material that they got the webbing on. That you know, you have your molly on and everything, so that is definitely seems pretty tight. Doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. They got these nice, you know, gold plated or brass plated, I should say, buckles. They're definitely not brass. You can tell they've been, you know, like painted brass color, but still they're metal. They you know, feel solid. Reinforced, you know, bridge connectors. I'm not really sure the exact name for these, but where your bridge, you know, carabiner connects in, they're reinforced, doubled up. That's really nice to see. This belt here goes through this entire top section right here. And it, you know, you can move it back and forth, but it adjusts really well. And I mean, I have like smaller, like my up above where my actual hips are. I'm, you know, a little bit smaller, so as you can see, I've had to tighten it down a good bit. But I mean, it still is pretty comfortable for me. Now, the one thing I have noticed that is like a, you know, I work with it, but it's frustrating, is this side right here is not as easy to adjust. So when you're in the tree, it is very hard to adjust one-handed or without, you know, really taking time to adjust the whole thing. Just the way this little slider mechanism and everything, it just doesn't allow you to adjust it very easily. So, you know, that part is, you know, frustrating. But this part over here, you know, this side, it adjusts one-handed pretty easily, no big deal. It's got this Cobra buckle design. I really like that. Easy, quick, deep little ears, and it just comes right out. So I really like that method that they put there. You know, I liked how they put multiple loops on here, so if you really wanted to, you could connect, you know, your lineman's rope and stuff. Like you can see here, I had connected my lineman's rope to this bottom loop, and then it just hooks into this one. And then I'm running my lineman's rope out of this pouch right here. And basically my plan is to run my, you know, back strap, my lineman's rope, as well as my tether all out of this one pouch. Keeps it very streamlined, very lightweight. It does, I really like this. It does have some spots right here for you to hook in a suspender system if you wanted to. I really like that. That definitely opens the door up for upgradability, and that's very nice in my opinion. So, you know, overall, just looking at it, I mean, it seems like it's really good. Construction, very well made. It's not going to break easily or tear or anything like that. You know, the bridge is am steel rope, which is really nice. I haven't noticed, you know, any terrible fraying or anything like that, really. You know, so that's been nice. I did also get a back strap with this, which is also from Lucky Clover. At the time, it was 13 bucks. I think it's running around like, you know, 15 to 20 bucks right now, somewhere in that. So really not terribly expensive. It's also very comfortable, and you know, I just roll it up, and I got like a little inside pouch to this pocket, and I just throw it in there, and it's like super comfortable. You know, I can pretty much move it wherever I need it, and it's gonna give me some relief. So I'm really excited about using this season. You know, probably near the end of the season, I will be doing a full review of my entire saddle setup this year and what I liked and didn't like about it. But just from a first impression review, this saddle seems like it's going to be pretty nice. Seems like it's going to be pretty comfortable. You know, you can see here in this little video clip, you know, I've been shooting my bow out of it. It's been working pretty well. It's, you know, definitely very comfortable once you get your bridge height and your tether and everything set up. So anyways, I really don't have much else than that for you. You know, it like I said, out of the box, definitely more than I expected for 30 bucks. You know, it really wasn't that bad. It was worth the buy to me, but you know, I've really enjoyed it. If you are looking for, you know, a budget, the way I thought of it was, it's, you know, 50 bucks. I buy it. If I don't like it, I got 30 days to return it. So, you know, that's just sort of my mindset going into it. And, you know, 30 days is coming up, and I don't plan on returning it. I think I'm going to use it all season. It's pretty comfortable, and I've been pretty happy with it. And I'm hoping that, with especially some of the hunts we got planned this year, going to be more mobile. Hopefully, we can get out there and put this thing to use and actually get some use out of it. So, y'all have any other questions? Please leave them in the comments. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe button if you're not already. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the hot weather you got, and we'll catch y'all next week.